Today is a new day, holding all kinds of new possibilities for your business when you stop to consider just what we're saying here. Hi, I'm Susan from Profit Finder Pro Software, and I'm here to explain a little bit more about what acquisition cost actually means, and more importantly, how does it affect your business. This is a real true life story. Just the other day I had an interesting conversation with a person who sells marketing, and it came like a lightning bolt to my mind that this is exactly how business owners and marketing managers who are not tracking are sidetracked and led to believe a certain type of marketing works. We were looking at marketing costs and sales for a certain company, and for now we'll call that company ABC. She was all excited about profits from a certain advertisement ABC had placed. She said, "This is great. They spent only $2,000 for the advertisement and their sales were $12,000. They profited $10,000. Right away, my little mathematical mind started turning, and I said, "But that's almost a 17% acquisition cost." And she said, "Huh? They spent $2,000 to get $12,000. That's a good thing, right?" Well, I hated to spoil her little victory speech, but she needs to know more about the acquisition cost, one of the most important numbers in running a business. In very simple terms, acquisition cost means the cost of getting a sale. Now, I knew a little bit about ABC. For example, I knew that in their budget they planned 10% for the marketing, which meant 10% off the top of every contract went to cover the cost of getting that sale. 10% in commissions, 10% in overhead. This is where they got the money to pay for a roof over their heads, the phones, heat, air conditioning, trucks, maintenance, insurance, etc. And then 55% was cost of sale, the hard costs that go into providing the service or product that they offered, to the labor and material. And if they followed through on all of this, then ABC would generate and could plan for 15% in profits. So again, my little mathematical mind says, okay, if the $2,000 they spent is 10% of what my sales should be, this campaign should have generated at least $20,000 in sales in order to be profitable from a marketing perspective. My overall profits would then be $3,000. So let's just take a look at how that $2,000 campaign for ABC Company actually played out. Follow me as I do the math. $12,000 in total sales, which we already know was low. $2,000 were their ad costs, 16.6%, whoops, almost double the plan here. $1,200 in commissions, $1,200 in overhead, $6,600 in cost of sale, which leaves them with $1,000 in profits. Now, according to their budget, profit should be 15% of every sale. Based on their actual already low sales of $12,000, ABC should still have had $1,800 in profits. And also according to their budget, sales should have been at least $20,000, in which their profits at that point would have been at least $3,000. But now with these numbers, since they undersold and overspent, they can only plan on a best case scenario of $1,000 in profits if the job goes well, and that allows no room for error. So as you can see, this is a far cry from the original $10,000 profit in the marketer's terminology. It ended up being only 5% profit instead of 15%. And fortunately, it was still a profit. Many are not. When you don't know your numbers, it's easy to be fooled by a word such as profit that is tossed in front of you so carelessly. Well, maybe not even careless. Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. They just don't know. And you won't either if you don't have a tracking system in place. So far, the only profit I could see was what the marketer was making. It is only when you know your numbers and know your profit margins that you can intelligently visit with those marketers that knock on your door. You owe it to yourself and your business to know what acquisition costs you can afford in order to profit from the work or service you provide, and then track that. When you have that effective lead sales and marketing tracking system in place, you can be confident that you will know exactly what you are talking about. We always say winners know their numbers. By the way, there are things that could have been done to lower that acquisition cost while spending the same amount of money. Think on that one. Until another time. If you'd like to know more information about how tracking the sales acquisition cost in your company will increase revenues, please call me at 1-800-972-6952. Again, that's 1-800-972-6952. Or email me at info@profitfinderpro.com. info@profitfinderpro.com. Won't you join those who are making life a whole lot easier and business a whole lot more fun and profitable?